Tonight in Omaha, which champions will reign? This whole invasion angle, my God, it hurts my brain. Hurts my brain. I'm John Renton with the Retro Review WWE Smackdown from October 25th, 2001. I'll leave it up to you to figure out what song that was because it was a complete goddamn butchering of it. Anyway, let me know your thoughts on this show in the comments, please. But yeah, they're in Omaha, and the stakes are high. High stakes. RVD approves of said high stakes. But yeah, we're speeding towards Survivor Series 2001 and the end of this conglomerate of missed opportunities and a hodgepodge of a whole bunch of shit they could have worked had they let this shit breathe, but my God, they just fucking couldn't. And it was a disaster. It was a fucking disaster of epic goddamn proportions, and money just set on goddamn fire. It's not about money, it's about sending a message. I feel like that quote from the Joker applies to Vince McMahon. And that movie hadn't even come out yet and wouldn't come out for almost another 7 years. But anyway, yeah, Survivor Series 2001 and then the fallout on Raw were Ric Flair, bought that stock in the consortium, and the consortium was me! So anyway, recaps of Raw and all the title changes, a lot of goddamn title changes. And Cole and Heyman on commentary. The Alliance come out, and, well, they're here to discuss the championship losses on Raw and the future. Shane says he's not a wuss, that we lost 4 championships on Raw, and my mother taught me the concept of tough love. Actually, their parents did, or, both the parents did, especially Vince. I'm sure Vince definitely did. So, calls out everybody that lost, like Kidman. Well, Kidman, you lost the Cruiserweight Championship. Oh, slap and beat down everything. Tough love, tough love, tough love. This segment went on way too goddamn long. They did the same to Chuck Palumbo. Well, actually, Chuck Palumbo said, we don't have to treat people like this. We're supposed to be unified. And Stephanie even says, what have you done with the opportunity we've given you? You're nothing. You're just Jim. Oh, God. Poor Renegade. Poor fucking Renegade. It's always going to make me think of that. It's like, you're nothing. Chuck, you're fired. Palumbo got fired. Did Palumbo appear on any WWE program? Oh, no, he did, actually, because they rebranded him with bleach blonde hair as part of Billy and Chuck. I think like 4 to 6 weeks after this. It was really goddamn bizarre. That being said, though, Billy and Chuck, pretty damn good tag team in that wedding angle. And sure, the fallout wasn't all that great, but man, Bischoff being that priest, that was really good shit. So anyway, Hurricane then gets called out and beaten down for losing the European Championship to Bradshaw. I don't know why Shane is upset about losing, or somebody losing to Bradshaw. Maybe Shane's upset because his brain was rattled around and was like an egg in a goddamn jar after Bradshaw hit him with the clothesline from hell at SummerSlam 2001, which was 2 months previously. So anyway, Rhino then gets called out. He's ready to fight and everything, and they say, no, you're indefinitely suspended. This is because Rhino had 2 herniated discs in his neck, which I imagine he was either working with or suffered on Raw because he did take some tough spills, like a gore spill to the outside. Probably why he lost the U.S. Championship so soon. And he wouldn't be seen again until, or at least on TV, I think until February 2003. So he was out for a while. And then he would come back and he would be part of a tag team with Redacted, the man that murdered his family, and then would be in the U.S. Championship mix. And that would be about it for Rhino as far as anything useful that he did, at least in that incarnation of his WWE run. Though I do distinctly remember him and Tajiri teaming up on a Heat taping just before Raw, the Raw right after Unforgiven 2004, the same one where Randy Orton popped out of a cake. Yes, these were things that actually happened in the Ruthless Aggression era. That's Ruthless Aggression, somebody popping out of a wedding cake. So anyway, it's celebration cake. But moving on. It was Tajiri and Rhino against Hurricane and Rosie, and my God, the crowd was cheering for Rhino. I don't know why we were, nothing against Rhino, but we were all into it. He was into it. My God, he was fired up. That was story time. Let's get back to the show. So yeah, he was out for 16 months, and then the Dudleys got called out for losing the tag titles. And Jericho was mentioned. They had a chance to beat Jericho. They had one job, and then they got attacked, and then they got a table out. That would factor into something a little bit later. Stone Cold's music hits. He's got a bandage on the back of his head because Vince McMahon said, hey, Austin is such good shit. Oh, damn, I didn't mean to hit him. Shit. All right. Steve, you good? What? I think Austin might have actually been saying what, because I don't think he knew where he was at. He had staples in the back of his head after Vince McMahon accidentally did hit him in the back of the head with the chair. So he says, everybody out. Everybody leave my goddamn ring. Though they all stay around ringside, so they really didn't go very far. Shane, Steph, and Regal are there. He's annoyed. He tells Stephanie to shut up. We've all been telling Stephanie to say that or do that for the last, 20 years. He's like, I don't want any more fighting. This watch is telling me it's time for Stone Cold Steve Austin to once again lead the Alliance to greatness. And hey, here's what we're going to do tonight. We're going to take back what's ours. Okay? So we're going to take back all the titles. No, we're going to take back the WCW title. Hasn't been theirs for a while, but whatever. There's going to be an Alliance Battle Royal. Regal makes it official, and then everybody that was basically out there has a Battle Royal. And I love Battle Royals usually, but this was joined in progress, and people were already eliminated. And it was a mess. Now, it wasn't too bad by the end. Booker would end up eliminating Tess, and they had a bit of an alliance, if you'll see what I did there, and they had won the WCW tag titles, but Booker's like, well, every man for himself, and I'm going to face Jericho tonight. And Tess is like, yeah, all right. And then we get Trish versus Mighty Molly. Dirty Blonde on Dirty Blonde action. I usually have to go to a different kind of website to see this. Always delete your search history. Not bad. Bulldog in about 2.5 to 3 minutes. Wasn't bad. And then Vince is talking to Linda in a very stagey fashion because Linda was not a natural promo or a natural TV presence. In fact, she doesn't even seem like a natural human being. And given whose cabinet she was part of, she's definitely not a good human being and has no goddamn soul. So anyway, Jericho shows up. He's at double champion. I like gold. And Vince says, don't let me down. You've let me down before, but don't let me down. Good way to just basically cut down your champion and everything. But this would eventually lead to Jericho turning heel and Vince being happy that he was a double champion. That would be at Vengeance 2001, by the way. And hey, Vince, I'm going to go see The Rock, Vince says. And hey, Vince, tell The Rock the champ says hello. Foley wants to play Twister with Regal. Weird. And then Christian shows up, and his head was still sore from the one-man concerto that he suffered at No Mercy 2001. By the way, Retro reviewed that. Please check that out. He wants a U.S. title match with Angle. He gets it. And then Taz is thanking Nydia and intimidating her, and then Al Snow shows up and says, if you want to try to make a comeback on somebody, motherfucker, try to make a comeback on me. No, he just said, you're not going to bully my kids. And then Benoit says, I won't bully my kids either. Moving on. So we're going to have a match between Al Snow and Taz in 2001 because that's what everybody wants to see. What does everybody want? Not an Al Snow match. So The Rock and Vince talk, and basically Vince says, I want you to rip out the Alliance's heart, so face RVD for the hardcore title. Not sure how those things correlate, but he says, well, The Rock wipes the monkey's ass with what you think. He's not doing it for him, he's doing it for the people. He thanks him and then basically tells him to leave. Christian versus Kurt Angle for the U.S. Championship. Wasn't bad. There was some rest holds and neck focus. How would Kurt Angle's neck hold up? And then ankle lock for the win. And then Angle would end up, I believe, switching allegiances either on the next Raw or by Smackdown. Or, on the following Smackdown. Because we're coming up on Survivor Series 2001, so we just got to basically nuke, Kurt Angle's heat, just completely destroy it, make it a wasteland, and just turn him heel for no goddamn reason. But anyway, Austin then tells Booker he's got to win tonight. Booker does not win because he gets rolled up in a few minutes, and then the camera cuts to the goddamn crowd for whatever reason. Kevin Dunn is really bad at his job, and that was what it was. Regal then tells Foley that WWE basically they will die, while Foley is playing Twister. Because Foley would just do this kind of shit. Taz took on Al Snow, and a match that certainly existed. Taz got beat with the snowplow in a couple minutes, and life goes on much less dull than before because I don't have to watch another Al Snow match, I hope. So Sergeant Slaughter tells Vince, or Vince and Linda, Vince, Shane wants to fight you in the parking lot. Okay, this can't possibly be a ruse. It's not like my children would lie. Let's go out there and let's leave Linda right here. Linda, wait right here. Rock and Jericho are still at odds. Jericho talks down to Rock in a hardcore championship and says, you could be a double champion. Won't be as prestigious as the WCW championship. And yeah, Rock just says, well, you know how to, it's like, about being hardcore and everything with your wrist tape and everything. And you know how to win matches with chairs. Woo! And then Vince and Slaughter are in the parking lot. Slaughter, of course, leading with his chin, as he always did. Sergeant Slaughter's goddamn awesome. And man, made the most of that heel turn in 1990/1991, didn't he? Man, he's a great spokesperson for G.I. Joe, though. G.I. though, the real American hero? So, anyway, Stephanie and Shane corner Linda. Linda basically this was uncomfortable. Shane kind of grabs his mom's arm aggressively. She slaps him, and then he holds Linda while Stephanie slaps Linda. Now, even Stephanie said she was uncomfortable doing this, and she didn't want to. But it didn't set Linda's eyesight straight or her mind straight because, as you know, in 2016, through a bit, she would be part of a cabinet that tried to destroy this goddamn country. No, I'm not going to forget that. And if you guys have a problem, toodle off. I don't fucking care. I'm not going to hide my feelings. I haven't till now, so why start now? So anyway, yeah, that's slapped up. Kind of uncomfortable. And then Shane and Steph leave, seemingly. Linda eventually tells Vince that Stephanie slapped her. He's upset, and he's going to basically kill Shane. I mean, murdering people on live television is bad, especially when it's a guy that's wrestled and his son. But that's okay. There was influence to, push events for June 23rd and 24th, 2007. Nope, I'm not going to stop making those comments either. Dudley's and Stacy, or Dudley's with Stacy, that is, took on the Hardys with Lita. Okay, so basically this match was a Zach Donegan special. Zach, hi! I hope you don't mind that I'm making this little fun joke, because we always have fun joking with each other. But Matt was you basically being distracted by Stacy's ass, and that would lead to a victory. Super 3D on Jeff. Super 3D! And then that's it. I don't even know what I'm on about anymore. I'm just being silly, because this whole invasion angle's silly. And new tag team champions. Okay? And then RVD and Rock for the Hardcore Championship. Crowd was into it. The guys ramped up the tension here by going on the ramp, in case you did not get the subtlety of the joke that I hit you in the head with like a goddamn brick. And there was some, action on the ramp and everything. RVD taking a shot head first. That looked pretty goddamn brutal. And, of course, we get, trash cans and stuff out. Rock gets a powerbomb on RVD through the goddamn trash can just for two. That fucking sharpshooter. Rock hits a horrible sharpshooter. Then Shane comes back down. Oh, God, he never left. What? And he pulls the referee out because referee Earl Hebner has to screw things up just like he screwed Brett. And then we get a 5-star frog splash with just for two because it took Earl Hebner about 4 years to get thrown back in the ring. Vince then comes down, jumps the guardrail, chasing after Shane. That was impressive. And then DDT on the chair for two. Here's Test. He hits pump handle on the Rock. Here's Jericho to fight off Test. And then Booker lays him out. And then we get a trash can to Rock's head, and we get the most devastating maneuver in all professional wrestling. Surprise roll up, 1, 2, 3, and RVD retains, and Rock gets pinned. Rock took a lot of pinfalls at this point. Totally forgot about that. But anyway, yeah, the show was fine. Now we move on to the rest of October. Well, there's just one more episode in October, and the few remaining episodes until we're at Survivor Series 2001. Why not blitz through more of them? Because it's fun. Agree, disagree what I said? Like, share, subscribe, Twitter handle in the description. I'm John Ritlin. I'll see you soon.